you tell I'm in denial?
You can't stay at the top forever.
I was also very surprised when I looked at my phone and saw Joe Girardi dismissed.
Well, I think mine were with common sense.
I think now belongs in the all-time greats top 10.
Boston, I really think only got to this point because of a guy named Chris Middleton being out for the Bucks.
That power play just was unbearable. It was humming.
Man, am I happy. I knew that this was going to happen. I knew he was going to come back.
When I think of New York Yankees now, it's Judge. Probably people in the past when Jeter was coming up.
I would be shocked. A little bit hurt.
Hey, this is Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, TexasFootball.com, and Valley Sports Southwest. You are listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. We're going to talk about the new rule changes. It's been about a month, a little less than a month, and I've been bothering Austin about this. And that's, of course, the man that's watching baseball and has some thoughts on the new rules.
The new rules. Man, do I miss some of the old ones, Kevin. It's a blast from the past now. It feels like eons ago whenever I could watch a game and not have to worry about a pitch clock strike or a pitch clock ball. And I really do wonder how this is going to affect stealing because it's reverted completely. It's a player the other day had 4 steals or 5 steals in the game for the first time since 1998 or 91. The Pirates had the most steals in the game as a team for the first time in a very long time as well. I have to wonder, the bag's bigger. I'm okay with that. I've gotten used to it. But adding bigger bags in a pitch clock that you know, hey, if he's getting close to 1, I can just go. He has to pitch or it's a ball. So I wonder how that's going to impact steal stats because I believe this year there's going to be a lot more steals. And I don't know how you deal with the advantage that runners have when they're on base.
Yeah, so it's the pitch clock. Pitch clock's the main issue, but stealing, not. Is stealing the main issue with you?
I think the pitch clock should be longer if there's going to be a pitch clock. I make it NBA. Make it 24 seconds. Make it a 24-second shot clock. 15 is just a crazy short time. If you do 24, that's 12 for batter, 12 for pitcher. But a problem with the pitch clock is that I can time it. Hey, if you don't go by 1, you get a ball. So I can just run. So what are you going to do about it? You only get and there's only a certain number of pickoffs per at bat. So what are you going to do about it? You waste most of your pickoffs. Okay, I'm running. I tell the pitcher, I'm running. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Especially if it's a 3-2 count. Because you can't pitch out now.
Yeah.
So I can just wait. You can't. Yeah. It just. I feel like that's a problem that they're not addressing. My favorite thing. I'll go good. I'll go good.
Cool.
I like the change in the schedule to where it's more like the NBA, to where you're playing every team now. Because I did not enjoy sometimes where I'm a Yankee fan and we're playing Boston 17 times. We're playing Orioles 17 times. You watch that team so many times, it's like, wow, this is the same team all over again. I'm not going to get to watch the Pirates this year because we only play one division in the NL every year. I think it was actually you play the NL East every year and then you play one other division. So one division you just wouldn't play, whether it's the NL East or the NL West or the NL Central. So I like that now there's consistency there. I will get to see the Pirates this year. I will get to name that team. If it's only one time, it's only one time, but at least you get to see them.
Yeah, I think that's cool, and I think it makes it easier for teams that may be in a tougher division versus teams that are in a weaker division.
It does add parity. It makes it easier to see, hey, what division's actually good. Because now you can have a better record even if you're a hard division because you're playing against those worse divisions in the other half. While if you're in a really hard division, you can have a worse record because you're playing against the same hard teams every day.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the stealing. I think that was the goal of the pitch clock. Apparently the bigger bases was for safety. But I think the goal was they want to increase
the bigger bases. Okay, if the bigger bases were for safety, the only base that should be bigger is first, because you're not going to have that issue at other bases. Because if you watch how people tag, they're not even touching the base. They're not tagging on the base ever. So first base, okay, make that bigger. Okay, that makes sense because it's for safety reasons, so you don't accidentally step on the guy's foot like Machado did in 2018 against Jesus Aguilar against the Brewers in that series, which I bet Brewers fans know what I'm talking about. But I'm okay with that. But making all the bases bigger, that matters now for stealing, because that split second is a game of inches, and that difference matters. And I've watched Volpe and other Yankees get so many more steals just because of that just slight difference. And then you have the advantage of a shot clock. It's like it's for you to time an NBA shot. When's the shot going up? Well, you have 1 second, so the shot's going up. I don't have to worry. It's like defending against a player when the shot clock's getting really low. I can jump. I don't have to worry about him pump faking at 1 second left. He's not pump faking. I'm jumping, or he's taking a shot clock violation. So this pitcher is either pitching it, or he's giving my batter a ball. There's no good option.
All right. Yeah, I'm curious more on Austin's thoughts for the listener, because he's watched more baseball than me and for a longer time. And I wasn't watching good baseball either. I was just watching the Rangers and, when they didn't have great pitching. But I kind of enjoy the pitch clock. I kind of like how the games are faster now. I just think people talk about back then. I just think it kind of reached the point where after every pitch, I don't really understand checking my gloves every single time for the batter or like taking a step off. And I know people have talked about the anticipation of a pitch, but to me, I think you can still have the anticipation even with the pitch clock.
Yeah, I just feel like there's some issues with not every situation is the same. And to have a pitch clock of 15 seconds for the first step out of the game and the last step out of the game, it's a true change for relievers that, hey, maybe I need to think about this pitch instead of being forced into it. For batters, maybe I need to take a step out. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, bases loaded. Like, let me take a second, please. But that's not really how that works.
Oh, yeah. And of course, it's the first year, so they could expand it. Like they could totally expand it to 20 from 15, and then maybe 25 with runners on base.
Yeah, I mean, that would be probably the best solution. Or maybe an inning. Hey, in the 9th innings, there's no pitch clock in the 9th inning or extra innings. Like,
I think when it gets, I think in playoffs, and I think it's all depending on enforcement. I think in the playoffs, they can go, hey, we'll just let it go. Because I didn't experience in the playoffs with the time. It was mostly for regular season games.
Is the pitch clock for both?
No, I'm saying, like, it will still be a rule, but umpires may just go, we're not going to do it strictly. Like, if it's egregious. Playoffs? In the playoffs, yeah. I think that's what we may see happen.
Is that kind of like the Giannis free throw things? Where, yeah, that's over 10 seconds, but it's okay, Giannis. You're probably still going to miss it anyway.
It's the 9th inning of the ADLS Game 5. We're not going to do it and have it on a ball. But if it's a regular season game, yeah, we'll end it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be some knockback from this, but we'll see if the players get used to it.
Yeah. Have you gotten used to it watching? That's why I want to make sure we did this early. Watching it, have you picked it up?
Not the pitch clock. I don't think I'll ever get used to the pitch clock. It's so weird.
So there's still a difference from when you watched it last year to now.
Well, imagine basketball before the shot clock, right? And there was no I can take my time. So the games would be really low scoring. They'd be 40 to 35. And then you add a 24-second shot clock, and there's shots up every 24 seconds, and now the games are 80 to 70. That's a huge difference, and that's what I'm feeling watching. The speed of the game is almost it's a jarring change. It's almost an hour difference.
Yeah.
If I
Okay.
have, for example, if I had class, right, the game starts at 6. I had class from 6 to 8:45. If I had that class last year, I would catch the ninth, 7, 8, 9 probably. The game would probably go 3 hours and 15 minutes, maybe just 3 hours. Maybe I just catch the ninth, top half and bottom half. There's no guarantee anymore when I walk out of that class the game's still going to be on. And I mean, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? That's for the most baseball fans to decide for themselves. But
And new baseball fans, because I'm sure there are more coming in because now they're like, oh, I can watch it now.
I don't think that's that much of a difference. You're getting less game. Imagine paying for a game that's $20, right? That the price doesn't change just because now the product is a third shorter.
But I like what's
for
the
example,
average?
would you rather pay $20 for a hour and a half movie or $20 for a 3 hour movie? There's more movie in a 3 hour movie.
It would depend on what's the movie.
But you get what I'm saying, right? Your money.
Yeah,
is going
I
further.
get what you're saying.
Your money's going further.
Yeah, I think this is one change the MLB did to try to attract fans, and we'll just have to see how it works out.
It's also, I think, hurting the experience of seasoned fans. But we'll see if that impacts sales or anything else.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's why I think we'll do it. We'll have check-ins. So because I'm curious if other people, because I think soon the majority of people will just like get used to it, because I'm used to it now. Like I don't have a recollection, but you have a lot more history watching.
I've watched baseball since I was 7.
Yeah.
I still remember watching. I have a 3-second memory of watching the Yankees win the World Series in 2009 when I was 7. So me watching baseball now for what was that, 14 years, and 13 of the 14 years it didn't have this at all. It's a difference.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious because with me it's kind of been, but I haven't watched that many. But I'll just put it on and it'll be quick. And I really noticed it in like the first game, like Rangers opening day, when that would have been a 4-hour game, but it got just to like over 3 hours by a few minutes with all the like pitching changes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So good update. We'll update y'all. We'll see. And what happened in other videos, but this is our first talk about the MLB New Rules.
Hopefully by the next time I'm more used to it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm very curious in when it changes.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. We'll keep you updated. Follow our socials. That's all we got. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.